Countyfairgrounds and Cool K here. Do I have the infamous Vicki Green on the line?
Yes, you do.
Hi, VikkiGreen-Ventriloquist. How long have you been one?
Oh, geez, I've been a ventriloquist for about close to 27 years.
My goodness, you're just getting started.
Yeah, it's something I just picked up yesterday. Yesterday, almost 27 years ago.
Do you work primarily out of California?
No, actually, because I'm in Washington, but I do a lot of shows in California, but I do a lot in Oregon, and then, of course, in Washington, and, branching out. I've done a lot of the Midwest before, and Utah and Idaho, and yeah. I've been all over in England, too. I did that for many, many years. I worked in England. They would bring me to there, and I would spend about 2 weeks going from different places. Yeah.
Okay.
Traveling around, entertaining.
I meant to say Washington. It came out California.
That's all right. It's busy. I feel like sometimes I am in California because I do a lot of shows there, and I've spent many months there working. Okay. So, yeah, All
right. Let's back up a little bit. You need to tell me how you got started in this because people always want to know.
Well, I got started as, let's see, I started as a puppeteer, I guess. Well, I was an actress first. Let's go that way. Okay. I was an actress first for many, many, many moons. And, I had kids and started a family and still wanted to entertain. And I was at my church, and we had this I started this puppet team there, and I was working with the teenagers and everything. And we were going to the inner city of Detroit. And at that time, Detroit's changed a lot. So, hey, for all you Detroiters out there, listen, love you guys. And go Lions. Anyway, it was a nerve-wracking night because we heard shots firing and stuff, and I thought, wow, I'm bringing the kids into a place that probably is not the best route to go. So then I ended up thinking, why don't I do ventriloquism? Why not? Because as an actor, you change and you kind of go where the wind takes you. Hey, can you do gymnastics for the part? Yes. And then you practice gymnastics if you've never done gymnastics in your life. So that's kind of how ventriloquism started. I went to my first convention. It had puppeteers and ventriloquism, and I picked up my first dummy, which was a little boy named Danny, and I started working at it professionally within 4 months. That's pretty much how it started. It was just very organic,
Okay. So you have kids. How many kids you got, and what do they think of this?
Oh, they're just it's just mom. I have 2 daughters and 5 grandkids, 4 granddaughters and 1 grandson, and yeah, they all live in Michigan. So my mom and my sister. Well, my brother doesn't, but he lives in Virginia. But yes, but we're a very tight family, and they just kind of grew up with it, so they're kind of like blasé about it, to be honest with you. And they took a different route because they're both amazingly smart, and I'm an entertainer. So there you go.
Hey, you have to be smart to be an entertainer, Vicki.
Okay, yeah, but they're math smart. They're like math and science smart, and yeah. I was good at history. I was good at English. I was good at those things, and now I'm not good at really English anymore. It's gotten really bad. It's amazing how that works. But I grew up outside of the States too. I grew up in Latin America, so yeah.
Oh, so you weren't born here?
I was born in Virginia, but we moved soon after. I was an Army brat, so we moved from place to place. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So tell me about some of your first show experiences. Do you remember your first show?
As a ventriloquist, my first show was basically introducing the puppet team. So I would do like a 5-minute sketch, because I always think if you're going to pick something up, you just do it. Don't wait. Wow, I didn't get perfect yet. I'm not great. Because when people see you, that's how you get the critiques. So my first performance was introducing the puppet show. And then what I did too was I went into to the conventions. I put myself up for competitions, because that's when the judges would give you feedback. And so I started doing competitions and conventions, and I would get great feedback. And that was invaluable. Like, people that have, like, your mentors, you realizing, oh, wow, I keep my puppet dead all the time because I speak, and then they're, like, sitting there. And so, yeah, you learn a lot by that, and also videotaping yourself and stuff. But competitions are always a lot scarier, because you're competing for something than it is doing a show. So, yeah, that's how I got my start. A lot of crazy help from people.
I take it, I'm the county fairground lady. You do county fairs, right?
Yes, I do. And I love county fairs. They're so much fun. And I'm sure you love them too. That's why you're the county fair lady. But I just love it because, it's a totally different culture, and every fair is completely different. You don't know what kind of audience you're going to get. And it's amazing, though, and I love it. So the first day when I'm at the fair, I'm always so nervous because I'm like, oh, are they going to like me? Are they not going to like me? Well, how's it going to go? And, after that first day and you go, oh, I like the people here, you just realize kind of what works with that community, and you have a good time with it,
Okay.
So it's fun.
You're a stage act, right?
No, I'm both stage and strolling. And so some fairs just have me specifically for strolling, yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, and I like, because people ask me, which one do you like better? I go, it's so different. I like both of them because I'm still entertaining. One is, you have the people come up on the stage. You really hope that there are volunteers out there, because if they book you too early during the day, a lot of times you're like, where's my audience? But in strolling, you make your own
audience,
pretty much your own stage. You make your own audience. You go to where the people are at, and, I don't just, like, walk around, oh, this is my route. No, I go, ooh, people over there, let's go, And it's fun because I have a dragon wagon, and it has bubbles coming out of the back. I have an animatronic dragon that sits on the back, and he moves his head, and he can talk with the kids, too. And then I have a dragon in front. I have 3 dragons that are interchanged in front, and they sit on this little portable stage I have wrapped around my waist. So the wagon moves and everything moves, and yet I have bubbles, I have dragons, I have everything. And at nighttime I have lights so that, everything's lit up. And and I interact with the kids, so it's fun. It's a lot of fun. I love it.
So you bring all your own stuff. So the fairground isn't really because some of the vendors and some of the entertainers they need stuff. That's why I asked that question.
No, I always bring my own stuff. Yeah.
Are you married?
I am married. Yes.
And what does the husband think of this?
He loves it. It's amazing. He does. It's hard when I'm on the road a lot. But at the same time, if I'm going to be on the road for too long, I did the San Diego Fair a year ago, and that was a whole month. And he came out and visited me. He comes out, but he thinks it's great. He's an engineer, so it's kind of like a yin and yang thing. He's like, we somehow make it work. It happens. So, but yeah, he loves it.
Hey, Vicki, my brother's an engineer.
Oh, well, then you get it. You get it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
So, all right. So you're doing a strolling act. I would imagine you attract a lot of little kids when you stroll around the fairgrounds, right?
It's funny because with the strolling act, I find sometimes the parents get really into it. And I think because they're like, whoa, and they're making the kids, and the kids are like, what is happening? Because they see this dragon talking. They're saying, like, they're more like, whoa. But the parents are getting into it. And then I have music also playing. So the teenagers love it, too, because they're dancing to the music, because I always try to do the pop hits as long as it's clean. And, so I have popular music playing. And I'll do a lot of Latino songs because a lot of county fairs have a lot. When I just did Yakima for 10 days, my playlist was strictly pop Latin music.
Okay.
And because the crowd was so pop, because even it's amazing, even the English-speaking, American ones, when it's that pop music and it's fun, they still know who Shakira is. They still know who Enrique Iglesias is. They know the songs J-Lo and all that. So these are songs that they hear too, like Despacito and all that kind of stuff. So everybody dances to it. So really, the Dragon Wagon has something for everyone, and which the stage show does too. I try to make it a family event. So, everybody is entertained, not just the kids and not just the parents and not just the teens. It's just like, let's everybody get involved.
Okay. Well, I have to ask this question. I always ask you guys this too. Have you had any bad experiences that have made you regret doing this?
Oh, that is a really good question.
It's hard to answer.
It's not so much that I've never regretted doing it. And I'm just thinking, there's sometimes people can be rude. There are people that can be rude, but the vast majority of it all, they're not. People are generally just happy to be there, and they're happy just to have a good time. And one thing I do when I'm strolling so that I don't get this, because a lot of times people pass you like you're a kiosk in the mall. They're like, oh, no, I'm not paying for this. I don't want to pay for my entertainment. So I'm always like, entertainment's free, don't have to pay me, no tip involved, just have a good time. And then people relax. But
okay.
I've never had, honestly, I've been doing this for a long time, and I've never regretted it.
Okay.
The only thing I do regret, here's the one thing I regret about why I chose this life, and I think it chose me, is it is always you start sweating after your last fair. You have a week to decompress, and then you go, oh my gosh, am I going to get hired next year? And that is my one big regret of why I, regret doing this, is because the instability of it all sometimes freaks you out just a bit, like, how's this year going to be? Is it going to be as good as the next? Is it going to be, am I going to be able to work? Am I obsolete now? All these things pass through your head. That panic starts to set in until you start getting those first few shows, and then you're like, okay, breathe.
So do you do your own booking?
I do my own booking for libraries and things like that. But when it comes to fairs, the Source Management Group, they're my agents that book for me.
Okay, and
but we still have to do the follow through. We still have to talk to people. We still have to, I still have to engage. I still have to go to conventions to say hi to people and market myself, because it really is a relationship building experience with fairs. If they don't know you, they don't like to book you.
There are all kinds of fairs. There's county fairs and festivals and state fairs and all kinds of things. Do you do anything special for Halloween? Halloween's coming up.
I have a Halloween show, but I'll be honest, I don't have one booking for it, which is terrible. So what's going to happen on Halloween night is what I do every year. I entertain the kids that come to our door. We have 450 kids come to our door. And I have my puppet. I have my bat puppet. I have my pumpkin puppet. And I just entertain the kids as they come up the driveway. And, and we give them candy. So that might be my only performance for this month for Halloween. And I used to, when I did school shows all the time, they used to book me a lot for Halloween. In the Midwest, I worked a lot in October. Since I've been here in the Pacific Northwest, I think I've done one Halloween show the entire time.
Okay. Well, I've enjoyed talking to you. All right. So what I need you to do now is tell everybody how they can reach you if they want to book you. And as far as your characters are concerned, when they go to book you, do they get to put in requests as to what kind of characters they might want?
They can. I have not had it. Mostly, some people say, oh, you're going to bring the polar bear or something like that, but mostly they don't. If you're booking the dragon wagon, of course you're going to get all the dragons. But but with the other ones, no, they generally don't. But I'm always up for it. If they say, hey, can you bring this one? I'm cool. I'll bring them.
Okay. All right. So how do people contact you if they want to book you?
It's 360-600-3022 is my number, or at vgasco@gmail.com. But for fairs, it is Tammy at thesourcemanagement.com. She's the one that you would contact, and her number is 541-815-1027. So that's Tammy at thesourcemanagement.com.
Okay, so what's your next show?
Well, my next is I don't even have. I also do murder mysteries, which is crazy. So that's on my side thing. But my next show isn't for a while. Actually, I'm going to be doing all the conventions on the West Coast, in the Rocky Mountain, and the one in Arizona, the IFE, and the Oregon Fair Association, and Washington. I'm doing everything. So that's going to be basically what I'm doing, and I'm showcasing at Rocky Mountain this year. So I guess that's going to be my next. Oh my goodness! And I forgot, I have a virtual audition for America's Got Talent October 19th. So that's a little bit of a performance too. So that's going to be happening very soon.
Right, that'll be fun. We'll watch for it. I'll help you. I'll help you post it and place it all around.
Yeah, thank you very much. I really appreciate that.
Okay, Vicki, I've enjoyed talking to you. Like I said, I'll go over it. Okay?
Thank you.
Welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.